What's up, guys? Welcome back to another day trading video, and today we're here to talk about taking profits. All right, so taking profits isn't just measly just putting your your take profit at a random price. You have to think more clearly. You have to be able to be smart about placing your take profit just as much as being smart as placing your stop loss, because you could go for an easy take profit, but then you're minimizing the wins you can actually take. You're minimizing the amount of money you can take. We want to maximize how much money we're going to take from the market. Not take, but like actually, yeah, take win from the market. All right, because if you're profitable, then why not maximize that profitability with placing your take profits at a very smart place. So let's go over that right now. So today is going to be a relatively um, fast video. It's going to be a quick video. Probably I'm guessing like 5 minutes. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, let's go over it. So taking profits. All right, you can see there's not much on it. All right, it's very clearly on where you want to take profits. All right, so I'll go over the first one, which is easy. So it's actually this one right here. So relatively everyone uses this. A lot of people use it. TGR doesn't use it actually, but if you're comfortable with this, I use it. So who knows? If you're a starter, I recommend using this one. But if you haven't, let me go over it. Using a normal 1-to-1 or a 2-to-1 or even a greater 2-to-1 but greater. All right, so that means 3-to-1, 4-to-1, whatever. All right, so you can just use it. You can just put this. So you place your stop loss, whatever, and then target a 2-to-1, or you put your take profit. Yeah, 2-to-1. Make sure you place your target wherever, and make sure your stop loss is at a level where it's 2-to-1. But taking profits is important, but I'm 100% sure placing your stop loss is even more important. All right, because if you place your stop loss at a bad place, you could get stopped out and see the trade go exactly where you wanted. Happened to me because I placed it too tight. I got stopped out and it went all the way up where I wanted it to go. So stay tuned for that video because it's very important. But for taking profit, you can use a normal 1-to-1 or 2-to-1, or you can maximize your profit and target these. You can target building blocks. All right, places where price most likely are going to go. All right, so you just enter a trade. It's most likely going to go into fair value gaps, order blocks, breaker blocks, and most likely liquidity spots. So right here we have it, and I'll show this on the charts as well. Um, right here we have a liquidity fair value gap right here. Uh, yeah, no, yeah, fair value gap here and another fair value gap. All right, so we just entered a trade. It broke structure, did a retest. Let's say there was a fair value gap right here, or it tapped equilibrium. Who knows? Boom, it tapped in, right? Then we can see that we enter our TP would be kind of like exactly right there, since it's a fair value gap, a stop loss right there. So this would be too tight of a take profit, but if you want to take profit right there, you can. I wouldn't recommend it. So if you want it, that can be take profit 1. Let's say there was another fair value gap right here, so that would be a take profit 2. But if you're not using the take profit 1 because it's too close to the entry point, so you're not not maxing the amount of winning you can take, then this would be TP1. And then we have a liquidity, and this can be TP3, TP4, and you can see that the trade would hit, and you would maximize taking all of this entire price right here to profit. All right, so it's that simple. You want to target order blocks for value gaps, breaker blocks, but most likely liquidity pools. All right, liquidity spots, because price tends to target these. Most likely they're price magnets. All right, and liquidity pools are the most likely, the best one. Number one would be liquidity. Number 2 would be fair value gap. 3, order block, and then 4, breaker block. So you would most likely want to target liquidity. So if you see any liquidity spots, you can target them for take profits and see that the trade will hit. So, and another thing you could do is, once you have multiple take profits, you can have your first take profit be break even. So as soon as TP1 is hit, you move your stop loss to where you entered, and you wouldn't risk losing any money. All right, since you took some profit, so you locked it up, you have it for the day, and if it does reach the break even, that doesn't matter because you hit your TP. All right, so you're fine. Or some people like to do this where it reaches a point, let's just say this point, that's break even. So now they didn't lock up any profit, but now they're securing their trade. So they move their stop loss to break even to where the entry point was, and if price does go down to a level, they get stopped out, but they don't lose anything. All right, but if price still tends to go back up to the way they wanted to, boom, right there. So you can do that. They don't lock up any profit, but it's still a safe, secure way to win and be a good trader. All right, so yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. If you like the video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, share with all your friends. Make sure to remember this when taking a trade to learn about taking profit. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.